Kannst du noch mal winken? Ja.
Bom dia from Montinho and welcome to our next update. In this episode we are going to clean the mill and its beautiful garden. Have fun with the update.
Was wir dann vielleicht, das weiß ich nicht. Das Mühlrad, es gab ja auch so einen Stock da drin, womit man das Mühlrad gestoppt hat. Dass man das irgendwie so einhängen konnte oder oben kann auch sein. Einhängen konnte. Achtung, Moment.
Senor Virgilio came by to see if it is possible to dig a way around the mill to have an access to the garden. He was quite skeptical, because the area next to the mill was only a little wider than his excavator. But we all know Senor Virgilio from the last video, and I don't think it's a spoiler when I say that of course he managed to create a perfect path around the mill.
Before we continue with the cleanup, we would like to show you what the mill looked like before. Unfortunately, the mill also burned down completely, which is why the entire roof structure collapsed into the mill. It is always very impressive and frightening at the same time to see the destructive extent of this fire. The city of Montinho launched an EU funding project called Green Corridor, which specifically addresses fire prevention measures. We will give you an insight into the project and its possibilities in a later update.
I'm still overwhelmed by the stone wall of the mill pond. It is simply incredible what people used to do to create such a beautiful place. There used to be a stone wall at the end of the garden, but unfortunately it was torn away in the flood almost 30 years ago. Most of the stones are still lying around, so hopefully we can rebuild the wall in the future. The stream has enough water all year round and provides a very pleasant climate even in midsummer. We are thinking about ponding a small area so that we can create a habitat for small fish, frogs and eventually even turtles. Before we started with the outdoor work, we quickly filled up our water at the spring and enjoyed the way back to the mill. On the way back, we discovered some strange looking watermelons on a tree. After a bit of research, we found out that it was a pumpkin and not a watermelon.
Ja. Die kann man jetzt so einfach werfen.
Okay.
Ist das wirklich eine Wassermelone?
Danke. Das ist eine Wassermelone.
Schneid zu auf. Oh, mitfahren lassen.
Roland arrived and so back to work. Lilian, Anke and Roland uncovered the mill shaft. It just looks so beautiful and we are constantly thinking about how we can use the shaft later. Maybe you have some ideas, so write them in the comments.
Das Mühlrad noch mit dem Eisenring, ja, was oben dann den Stein, den
müssen wir mit der Stadt reden, damit die uns mal unterstützen da.
den unteren Stein, ja, ist alles Mord. Ich habe eben angefangen schon.
Well, what can we say? We were completely shocked when we saw the tree lying on the bridge. The tree chop landed on the slope of the mountain and probably cushioned the impact massively. Nevertheless, the bridge could have collapsed.
Kannst du mal eine Sache nehmen?
Oh nee. Shit. Was sagt er dazu?
Glück, dass die Brücke noch steht.
Kommt jetzt das Ende.
Wenn man den macht, soll er wirklich aussehen wie eine Britzel, ja, wenn es geht. Ne? Ja. Das ist nicht so. Und dann
Wenn das alles durch. Da müssen wir über hier den Ast weg, vielleicht.
geht auch so. Wir müssen übertreiben jetzt.
Ja, so. Hast du? Ich hab dich.
Nur 2, 3 Steine runter. Die können wir wiederholen.
We are glad that the tree did not really damage the bridge, and we are currently trying to find a specialist to inspect the bridge and repair it if necessary. Our mill is a Norse mill that is operated by a horizontal mill wheel. It is more inefficient than a vertical wheel, but the design is often simpler and requires less space. The millstones consist of an upper and a lower stone that are lying on each other. The grain is filled in the hole in the middle of the upper stone and is ground between these two stones to produce flour. Here you can see the remains of the mill wheel. The mill wheel is connected to the millstones via a gear or belt system. When the water hits the pedals on the side of the wheel, the system efficiently sets the lower stone in motion. As the mill will definitely be a later project, we did not clear it as carefully as the hill ruins. But of course, we couldn't wait to uncover out the old structures and see what awaits us in the future. The bridge was used in two ways. Firstly, it was used as a crossing for donkeys and carts, and secondly, as a water inlet for the mill pond. A stone water channel was built on the left-hand side for this purpose. The mill pond is a water reservoir where the water is collected through the water channel of the bridge. It ensures a continuous water flow and also serves as a buffer when the water level changes. The mill shaft is a canal system that guides the water from the mill pond to the mill wheel. The gradient between the mill pond and the mill wheel creates high water pressure to drive the mill wheel.
Oh, and by the way, we don't want to keep Senor Virgilio's perfect way from you. Now we can get to the garden by car without any problems. And again, a big thanks to Senor Virgilio.
Two other trees were leaning in the direction of the bridge, and they didn't look that strong and healthy anymore, which made us pretty nervous. So we decided to have the trees removed. The municipality recommended a very good company, which came directly to the site a few days later to fell the trees.
Tá bom, filho. Ano Petra? Jaký ltíš?
Once again, we are very happy that we found such nice and helpful people, and are very glad that there is no longer any danger to our beloved bridge.
That's it for today's update. Thank you very much for your support and all your kind comments. You would really help us with a like and a subscription. Bye! Thanks for watching!